Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. 1 hour only today, possibly less, depending on how things go. So, how are you guys? And so far, we have one donation from Katie R. So thank you so much. And if you're new here, all of your donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. And she's still living in a little camper, and we're trying our best to get her out of the camper and buy her some new stuff for her new home when that's built. So how are you guys today? Let's see. We've got 5 people and 5 likes on the video. Thank you so much, you guys. Right, give everybody a few moments to check on in so we can say hi to everybody. We've got Canary, we've got Vicky Downey, we've got XF, we've got Cheyenne Downey, we've got LP. I think that's all that's here right now. So how are you guys? My chat is, I don't know why YouTube has to do this. Over on you now. The chat, once you type it, it's live, like it's on. It's really cool over there. But on YouTube, it's like a sometimes 30-second delay. So I've been live about a minute and 28 seconds, and I've only seen 2 comments come in. So I'm not sure if this is already on delay. I don't know. Oh, Michelle Lynn is here. I am doing well, LP. Thank you so much. All right, so I think to get us started while we wait for people to come in, I just want to draw a card for everybody who's here. So Elena, I'm not sure how you say that. Hello, how are you? So if you would like me to draw a card for you today from the Green Witch Oracle, beautiful Oracle deck. I love this new one. Put a 222 in the comments. Ethan is here, hello. And I will draw a card for you. Just put a 222. All right, get these all shuffled up nice. All right, we will start with Cheyenne. That's the first one I see there. It's already getting bowed the way I shuffle, man. All right, so Cheyenne, let's find out a card for Cheyenne. We have agreement with the number 24, strawberry, and 2 plus 4 is that number 6. So that is that unconditional love, that kind of motherly energy. So just agreement, really seeing what agreements you've made, what agreements you want to break with certain people. Are you agreeing just for the sake of agreement? However that resonates with you. Maybe you guys can do a little journaling on the card you get today. All right, Vicky wants a card. All right. We have duality with the number 27. So that adds up to a 9 at the end of a certain cycle in your life with the banana card here. So duality, this is, 2 sides of the same coin, light versus dark, all of that. So whatever duality means to you, maybe you're really focusing on examining that in your life. XF wants a card. We've got duality once again. So what I just said for Vicky really applies to you too, XF. And at the end of one cycle, maybe you are becoming more middle ground rather than very dualistic with the people around you. I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates. LP would like a card. If you'd like me to draw a card for you, put a 222 in the chat. Whoa. All right, LP, your card is Carrot with clarity. Number 1, a new beginning. That's so awesome. Gotta love a new beginning. And it's a great day for it, the day after the spring equinox. What a great day to have a new beginning go on in your life. All right. Ethan would like a card. We've got grounding with the potato, number 5. So big changes are going on in your life right now, Ethan, or will be very soon. So grounding is going to be very important. Eating grounding foods such as root vegetables like a potato will help you get grounded. Getting out in nature barefoot if that's at all possible for you. Taking a sea salt bath. Just getting out in nature. Those are all ways you can ground yourself. Oh, Magical Indigo Adult is here. You can just ask a question in your mind before I draw a card for you if you'd like to do it that way. Let's see who was after Ethan. We've got Beth's Life, number 222 there. You've got clarity as well with a new beginning with the carrot. Wow, there are a lot of repeating messages today in this. I think it's a 44 card deck. Wow. But yeah, a new beginning, clarity coming your way. And carrots are that food of being able to see better. Like they really help with eyesight. So gaining that clarity, seeing things clearly. Wendy would like a card. And we've got another root vegetable with the passion card here with the beetroot. Number 7, all about spirituality. Maybe, Wendy, you are tapping into that inner environment, that inner self, and getting a lot of inspiration. And that's going to lead you to some passion, a passion project, really putting your focus into something you're really excited about. All right. Is that all the 222s? No, we got one more. Alina would like a card. You're so welcome, Wendy. Absolutely. And you're so welcome too, Ethan. If you guys would like me to draw you a card, put a 222 in the chat. And we've got a donation from Magical Indigo. So I will get you on the list here. We've only got 2 people donating today, and today is kind of our more rapid fire readings. For you to ask the free questions for a guaranteed answer for a free question, I do that show on Saturday. But if you want to take your chances today, we may run out of donations, and I'll do a few readings before I sign off for free. If you want to take your chances in the free mosh pit. All right, so Alina, your card is number 31, Luck with the Lime. And wow, what a fun card. Very green, very lucky. I'm seeing this charm bracelet here. The number 31, you may really resonate with the number 31, or the number 31 does add up to a number 4, which is all about stability, support from those around you, just creating something really stable in your life. All right. Next up, we've got Earthy Deva. We haven't seen you in a while, Anna. Good to see you back. Okay, we have the Refinement card with the Dahlia with the number 42, which adds up to a 6. So you are bringing more unconditional love into your life. You're really refining your routines, your practices, and really, I'm just seeing you just leveling up in all the different areas of life. You're refining things. Maybe you're releasing some things that are no longer serving you. Maybe you're cleaning out some closets, spiritual or actual closets. All right. Deep Shoe would like a card. Absolutely. Hello, Susan. Oh, Deep Shoe, your card. There's a lot of unconditional love going on today. We've got agreement once again with Strawberry here, Deep Shoe, and the number 24 adds up to a 6. So loving yourself unconditionally and others unconditionally, and seeing what agreements are no longer, agreeing with you, or what agreements you've made in life that just don't resonate anymore, or what things are you agreeing to so that you don't rock the boat or step on anyone's toes. Really examining these things today would be good for you. All right, Ethan would like a card. Okay, here we are. Healing, Ethan. Geranium, the number 37, which adds up to a 10 at the end of one cycle, going into another. Lots of healing coming your way, and this could even be healing between not you and Christian's relationship, but just Christian, what he's got going on by way of you. He's getting some of this healing that you have to offer. That's really beautiful. All right, Michelle Lynn would like a card. Yes, I love the art in these cards as well. Michelle, you've got passion as well with the number 7, going within. Beetroot card here. Going within, really examining what you want, what's no longer serving you, and really getting clear on what you can do, and then getting really passionate to go in a brand new, beautiful new direction. All right, Susan would like a card. If you're just now popping in and would like me to draw you a card before we get into the readings today, go ahead and put a 222 in the chat. And I would love to draw you a card, not 40 cards as we've got here. Well, you get 2 cards here, Susan, because they both wanted to come out. Victory with the number 44 there with the nasturtium. I never know if I say that name of that flower right. But what a beautiful energy. That 44, that's that master number of support of the guides and angels. You may be seeing a lot of, you may be seeing a lot of 44, a lot of 444. If you look at the clock, it's 9:44, 10:44. That's just that spirit's nod or reminder to you, Katie, that you are well taken care of and supported as you make any changes in your life or as you go after those things that you've just been dreaming about, or things you've been working hard for with that victory there. That's beautiful. And I'm also really drawn here to that Aries symbol. So in Western astrology, I think we just entered Aries season, so that might be relevant to you, or you have Aries in your chart somewhere, or wherever the house of Aries is in your chart. Vedic or Western, whatever resonates most with you, might be a key as to where this victory is taking place in your life. But KDR, you also got the number 3 with desire, with the lettuce. Look at that. Beautiful. And I'm just really being drawn here to this moon as well, this crescent moon. You're seeing past some illusions with that Cancer, sign of Cancer there too. So Cancer and Aries are very important pieces of your chart, and they are 4 spots away from each other. I think they're called the cardinal signs, but don't quote me on that. I never know. All right, I hope that resonated for you. And speaking of KDR, you are our first on our donation list today, so let's go ahead and get right into your question. So whatever question you have, Katie, go ahead and post that below. And right after Katie, oh, your Aries moon, that's perfect. And the moon was what I was drawn to on that Cancer card, and the moon is ruled, or the sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon. So Aries and Cancer in your chart are very connected because the ruler of Cancer is in Aries. That's beautiful. I love when things line up like that. All right, Katie wants to know what good things are happening behind the scenes. Oh, we've also got a donation from Michelle Lynn. Let me add you to the list, my dear. And if you're new here, welcome. It's so good to see you. What we do on Sunday, this is kind of my more rapid fire. I'm only on for an hour on Sunday. If you're wanting a guaranteed reading today, your best bet would be to send a donation, and all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. And you can actually see a little tour of her property a couple videos back here on this channel. Otherwise, I have a 3-part docuseries linked in my description where you can watch the whole process of us going through her burned house, the tearing down of the house, all the emotions involved. But all of your lovely donations do go to help her. It's just what I want to do to help her, and you guys are helping me make that dream come true. We bought her a freezer recently. She's been buying some furniture, and your money is really helping out. So thank you guys so much. Oh, my mom's here. Hi there. I'm here. Thank you for all you do. Thank you everyone for coming on and sending donations and supporting Amanda's channel. Yes, Mardell Keeper, that is my mom. Thank you for coming, Mom. She's always supporting me too. I love that. I love that for all of us. All right, Katie R., we are starting out with you. On deck, we've got Magical Indigo, and then we have Michelle Lynn. All right, and we'll just play it by ear. If more donations pour in, we will go right into those donations. Otherwise, I might take a few free questions. But donations do take priority today, and for a guaranteed question answer today, you can always send a donation. You've already replaced your precious bedroom set, and when Amanda was here, she got me the freezer. Yes. It was so much fun hanging out. Even though I was in town for my great aunt's funeral, I still had some fun hanging out with my mom. So, all right, Katie R., let's find out what good things are happening behind the scenes for you. We're going to spellcasting, Oracle. All right. Anything good going on behind the scenes for Katie R? What good is going on? Oh, we've got a wonderful donation. Wow, Lori, you are so beautiful. Thank you so much. LP, aka Lori, in the chat here. Thank you for your lovely donation. I'm going to add you before I get going on Katie's reading here. LP, you are so lovely. Thank you so much for that. But Katie, you have some justice coming. Rights are being wronged. People are realizing maybe you were right when they thought they were right. Maybe they're coming to you to apologize, or there's some sort of justice being served in your life. The scales are balancing out. The rights are being wronged. You're feeling in this, I'm just seeing you coming into power in your own life. Not power over other people, but you just feel very powerful. Like you've got, it's like He-Man, I've got the power. You're just feeling very connected to your mission, your life purpose, whatever it is you're here to do, you're very connected to that. That is something really beautiful coming into play for you this spring season. And Libra, the sign of Libra, wherever that is in your chart, if you're an Aries moon, this would be directly opposite your moon. So there's something going on in that sign of Libra for you that's bringing you something really beautiful behind the scenes. Maybe there's a prominent Libra, sun, moon, rising, or prominent placements in their chart person in your life that's really playing a dominant role in helping you find this sense of justice in your life. What other great things are going on behind the scenes for Katie? We've got talent. So you're tapping into, when I pull this card, I'm always drawn to these hand chakras just lit up. You really are diving in deep and digging out some of those hidden talents, hidden spiritual gifts that have been maybe awake for you as a child and then kind of went dormant, or you had a lot of really cool spiritual experiences going on and then things just kind of slowed down. Well, those spiritual experiences are going to start picking up again for you. And also you're tapping into hidden talents. They don't have to just be spiritual talents. They could be anything you do with your hands, with your mind, with your body, movement, dance, even like meditation, really getting deeper into meditation. But you're activating something, or something is being activated in your life where things are balancing out to where you don't feel so overwhelmed in one area or another of your life, Katie R. And that is such a blessing. When we feel overwhelmed or out of balance, like everything is just out of balance. Like one thing goes out of balance, it feels like everything else starts going out of balance. So when you can really get that sense of balance in your life, it's like a breath of fresh air, a sigh of relief. Like, oh my gosh, I can take a moment now. Let's go to the Dream Angels and get you one more message, Katie. Anything good going on behind the scenes for Katie? What does she need to know? Yeah, we've got the green. That's that heart chakra. I think that heart chakra is really going to be activated because I was drawn to the hand chakras, which, think of it, your arm is an extension of that heart chakra area. The hand chakras, the healing that you have to give for yourself and others in this world, that is activated as a result of really working on or activating or having an activation of that heart chakra. Compassion, love, and cultivation. So with cultivation, talent, and justice, you really are cultivating your gifts, your talents, this sense of justice in the world. And you don't have to go out and conquer the world and try to right all the wrongs in the world. Just you focusing this spring season on you working on balancing out your own life, finding justice in your own life, focusing on your talents, your creativity. That's going to send that ripple effect out into the world. And you will be healing those around you just by leveling up yourself. That's how it works. It's really beautiful. Yes, there was that Merkaba on that green card. You're right. Love that. So cool. All right, Katie, thank you so much again for your lovely donation. And I hope that resonated for you. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad. And you are so welcome. All right. Next up, we have Magical Indigo Adult. Go ahead and post your question, my dear, and we will get right into it for you. Okay. Okay, my question is, will it ever work when the person lives the opposite way and it does not work because they don't change and they make it, because they don't change and it just makes me tired of giving chances. He's an Aries, I'm a Pisces. Okay, let's dive into this. Let's just see if it will ever work out. I know when you are the one leveling up and your partner or someone very close to you is just kind of staying the same, or just dwelling in the energy of where they've been and they never want to move beyond that, it can be very difficult to navigate a relationship like that. Difficult, but not impossible. Let's put it that way. So let's just see what these cards say. And again, use your own intuition, your own discretion, not just trusting some girl on the internet with the rest of your life or relationship with this person. For the Pisces, you're the Pisces, so he's an Aries. So let's just see, will this person, will it work? Will it work with this Aries? Okay, wow. So again, it's funny. Spirit's going to be coy with this deck today. We're going to get some additional guidance on this, but piece of paper from my cards. Okay, So we got first two here is ask your angels and look for a sign. So you can ask your guides, your angels, to send you a sign that this is meant to be or that this is just not going to work out. On the back of the deck, you had get more information. So going into meditation, asking your guides, angels, crossover loved ones, your higher self, asking for a sign, asking for help, asking for direction is going to be key for you because you want to listen to your own inner guidance system on this before just trusting someone on the internet is really what they want you to do. Really do that soul searching within yourself. But let's get some maybe words of encouragement, some advice about the situation between you and the Aries. Magical individual adult and the Aries. Will this work out when they live opposite ways? Okay, we have here my best self. I trust that when I'm doing what's best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sorts of relationships will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all my worries about the future, knowing that my only job is to be happy in this moment, while simultaneously attaining a cosmic level of enlightened awareness, and total psychological self-actualization. So really, the word of advice is just to not dim your light, to try to keep on that same level as this Aries, but to keep leveling up, keep leveling up, keep leveling up. And as a result, sometimes when we are leveling up, they say you are the result of the 5 people you hang around the most. So just this person, this Aries being in your presence, magical indigo, might start them leveling up. This is not to say for you to come down to their level. Of course, meet them at their level as far as their consciousness goes, but don't play their games when they want to argue. Don't play their games when they're living in the matrix and you're so far beyond that. Meet them where they're at as far as compassion, but not dipping to their level to engage in those arguments and everything, if that makes sense. Just leveling yourself up. I just heard Magic Carpet Ride. So maybe listening to that song, there may be a message in there. I think that's by Steppenwolf, like a 70s band. Maybe look up that song, Magic Carpet Ride. There may be a message in those lyrics. Let's get one more word of advice for this relationship between you and the Aries. Okay, we got 2. So benefit of the doubt. I believe in the basic goodness of other people, and I give them the chance to show it. If they prove me wrong, that's on them. At least I can go to sleep knowing that I practice trust and forgiveness rather than fear and doubt. And later on, if I need to, I can always change my mind and retroactively judge them like it's my career. I just love these cards. They're so hilarious, so cute, so funny, but also have some serious tones in there. We also have the honesty card, and I'm hearing already, this is you being honest with yourself. Yeah, I can see how that can be very draining. But this honesty card here says, this heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is, honesty from you inspires honesty from others. Like I said, you being honest and being your best self, it's going to trigger these people to be their best selves as well. So honesty from others. What results is a root and toot and trust parade, and everyone's invited except the bagpipe players, but they'll show up anyway. Yeah, very good. Just you being honest with yourself, and maybe for a while it just isn't going to work for you, and maybe you need a break or some time away from this person, and then you decide to come back. I mean, you're going to have to really do some of your own soul searching, but basically the main message was, living your best self, living your best life, not dulling your light to go down to another level. And also, having that sense of compassion for where this person is, because we don't all awaken at the same time. We're not always on the same level. And that doesn't mean this person's never going to get there. But using your own judgment and really being true and honest with yourself about what you want from this, if this is going to serve you, if things don't change, what does that mean? Like really just maybe doing some journaling, some soul searching surrounding this will really give you, that guidance that you need from your own higher self, from your own inner self. So I hope that resonated for you, but doing that meditation, asking your angels and looking for a sign, that might help you navigate these waters. Since you are the Pisces, you can navigate those waters. Thanks again for your donation, Magical Indigo, and I hope that resonated for you. if anything, brought you maybe a little clarity or direction, because I know it didn't give you like a solid answer. Yes, you should leave. Yes, you should stay. Using your own discretion, though, I think is going to be key for you. Okay. So next on our list, we have, let's see here. Yes, we've got Michelle Lynn and then LP. So Michelle Lynn, go ahead and post your question, which you've already done. Thank you so much. Okay, so I am a Libra with a Leo moon. Oh, that's so cool. I'm a Libra rising, and I'm living in a home with 3 Leos, 1 Leo moon and 2 Leo ascendants. I have Aries in my 6th and 7th house, and curious what this spring season has in store for me. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to Sacred Traveler. Let's find out for Michelle Lynn with spring season. Woo! Oh, wow. I'm excited already. We've got 2 cards coming out. And the one I saw on top here was miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So miracles taking place in your life. I'm seeing a turn for the better in your career, just in your general life. I just heard breath of fresh air. I know you're dealing with that mold issue and, all the symptoms that you have as a result of that. But I think that in this spring season, you're going to be gaining momentum in a better direction, something that feels very miraculous for you. You also have infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. So, when abundance is coming in, you're not feeling drained or dejected. This is all good stuff. So to me, you pair these 2 up, there are good things coming. A change of job, a change of location where you're spending most of your time. That's really what I'm seeing first and foremost for you this spring season. I do want to grab one here from the Goddess of the Moon. I think that's what this one's called. It's hidden behind another one. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Here we go. For Michelle Lynn, this spring season, anything coming up? Okay, we've got acceptance. And I think this kind of resonates with what we were talking about yesterday. Not that fatalistic kind of surrender, like, well, I guess this is my job forever and I'm stuck here. But just accepting where you are now, that hand of spirit is reaching out to help you change your life, because you have that that support, that stability, building something new from the ground up that is going to eventually create a lot of abundance in your life. But that abundance isn't just going to be a short-lived, here's a quick little bit. This is a long, sustaining abundance, something, a job. This to me feels like a job. You're changing that job to something more acceptable to you as well. But accepting where you are now and then flowing with that river of life and then trying to steer yourself in the direction you want rather than trying to fight against that current. That's going to be your key. And of course, remember, staying out of the negative thinking, staying in a more positive mindset will really be helpful for you as well. What other blessings and good news is coming this springtime for Michelle? Be bold and make the first move. So yes, this is you taking action in the direction of that new job, that infinite abundance, that miracle that you're hoping to create. Because we can sit there and beg and plead our guides and angels to help us out, but they can only do so much. But when we start taking those action steps, even if it's a baby step, even if it's 1/2 step, that's a step, 1/2 step in the right direction, in the river to flow better with life. Wow, keep doing that meditation, especially when you're having a rough day. Maybe when you get home from work, the first thing you do is kind of just even step into a 5-minute meditation where you're just picturing yourself flowing, or before work even flowing. That might make the work day even better. But being bold and making that first move, taking those action steps in the direction of your dreams, accepting where you're at, but not accepting that this is going to be this way forever, because I just heard this too shall pass. The good and the bad does not last forever. So it's like that wheel energy. We're taking it in cycles and in circles. I'm going to grab one more from the Moonology. Good stuff coming Michelle's way. Okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. Absolutely. Making the first move, making the plan that you need, accepting where you're at, but knowing it's not forever. Your dreams need a practical plan. But look, full moon in Taurus. Taurus season is coming up per Western astrology starting, I do believe, April 22nd. So to me, this feels like all of this stuff's really going to start happening for you after April 22nd or toward the end of April going into May. Taurus season. They're showing me Western astrology is probably the timeline. the Western astrology of Taurus is the timeline for you when you're really going to start seeing some changes and some abundance. But this acceptance, this planning, this being bold and taking action, these are things you can start doing now. And that meditation that you've done, I think keep doing that anytime you need to shift your focus to something, rather than thinking, oh, life's happening to me. Life's happening for me. I'm flowing with the river of life. I'm not trying to fight against it. And then, wow, things are really going to start changing for you in such a beautiful and bold way. I love that, Michelle. Thanks again for your donation, and I hope that resonated for you. I think that just kind of played well with what we already got for you yesterday and just added a little bonus for you. I love that. All right. Next up, we've got LP, I do believe. I will check my PayPal over here just to see that we didn't get any other donations in the meantime. Nope, LP is our last one currently. So if you want a question answered real soon here, you can always send a donation over. It's either put in the description or pinned at the top of the chat here, a link to the PayPal. Otherwise, we might take our chances with a couple of free questions in the mosh pit after we do LP's question. So general, whatever comes through for LP. Okay, I have a couple of decks that seem to want to come out to play today. So we're going to roll with it. All right, we're going to start out with Crystal Angels for you, LP. All right. Anything coming for LP? All right, wow. So we've got here Tiger's Eye. So that might be a good crystal or stone you can work with to really tap into your confidence, because this is all about self-confidence. Through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Absolutely. Remember, this is something we can all take heed of. We are spirit having a human experience, and we can remember that we are limitless beings. Nothing can stop us, even when we're in this human suit. But of course, we're so brainwashed to believe, I can never have this. I'm lacking. I don't have abundance. We always forget, wow, we are limitless beings that never die. Our spirit never dies. And we're just, this lifetime is a blip on that radar. And this, maybe having some Tiger's Eye, you have that, cool. Maybe cleansing it and then carrying it with you will be that reminder to you that you can do anything you set your mind to, because you are spirit having that human experience. You are a piece, a fractal of God having a human experience as Lori. It's beautiful. That confidence is really going to carry you into something beautiful, something very, they're showing me something you're very passionate about, excited about. You have a hard time almost falling asleep at night because you're so excited to wake up and do this thing, whatever this thing is. Maybe we can get some advice on what it is. On the back of the deck, we do have ceremonies and celebrations, emerald. So maybe there's something you've done or something going on in your family or your life that is worth celebrating, something really exciting. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So there may be one of those kind of events going on in your life here coming up this spring or over the next few months. Or this is just you celebrating how far you've come. Beautiful energy. I've been putting off writing this book about the government. I'm not sure what the not sleeping thing is, though. Okay, let's tap into that. I think that could be part of this passion that you're getting. Is working on this, and also that confidence. Maybe it's something you're talking about that's maybe not going to be something well received by everybody, but it's something that needs to be said. I think this is a very important book you're writing, very important. But the not sleeping just might be you've got all these ideas and you just want to write them all down and or get up and write them. Let's just see. Woo, we got a lot to talk about here, Lori. Okay, moving forward fearlessly. I think this is part of that confidence here. Releasing the fear or any doubt surrounding what it is you know you're meant to do. Let's see. But yes, moving forward fearlessly, knowing that you have, spirit, God, the angels, your guides, they have your back as you are navigating what it is you're doing. Look at all this though. All four of these cards are very purple to blue, very, very higher throat and above chakras. You're really utilizing your mind, your spiritual abilities to create what it is you're doing. I'm sure it won't. It's corrupt parts of the government, and I was wrongly charged. Wow. Yes, this is something that needs to be spoken about. And just knowing you have nothing to fear, you're going to be all right as you navigate this project you're working on. Environmental awareness. This is you raising that awareness to other people that something's amiss, something's just not right. And of course, not everyone's going to have the ears to hear this, but there are going to be certain people that definitely need to hear this story, or what you're talking about in this book. You're rising above the problems that happen to you and speaking that truth about it. You're moving forward fearlessly with what you've learned, that awareness you've gained about what's going on. And it's going to open even more doors for you. There is a new opportunity as a result of you doing this. It's really beautiful. Let's see. We're going to get some advice or guidance. Anything you need to know pertaining to what we've talked about, or just anything else that wants to come up. Lori. Oh, there we go. 2 cards came out. Okay. Even more purple and blue. Look at that. Very high chakras going on in your life. But wow. The holy amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges. Remember, rise above problems, moving above current challenges, and focus on what you desire. Focus on what you want the outcome of this to be, what the message that you're trying to spread to those, the awareness, that awareness you're trying to create for other people. Focus on that actually succeeding and happening. And that is going to create abundance in your life, because it has no way not to. But also with soul expansion, with Babaji, the Babaji card popping in, your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Yes, with all of this consciousness expanding, this is all about that consciousness, from throat, third eye, crown, soul star chakra, the zeal chakra. You've got a lot going on with your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities, and that's actually in the mental capacity. That's really going to help you get the message out about this stuff. Wrongfully charged stuff, the corruption, all of that. You're getting the word out. And of course, there may be people trying to suppress that truth or, belittle you in some way, but you're not going to stop. You're not going to let that, anyone take you down, because look, self-reliance. And you have your guides and your angels, and your head's been hurting. Mine too. Oh my goodness. Right back here at that zeal chakra point, right at the middle of, where that ball is, where your head swivels on your neck there. Mine starts there, more to the right side, but of course it could be different for everyone, but this is just right there, and then it'll start wrapping around my head and everywhere in the middle, like all throughout my head, and it just hurts. But these are activations going on to level up our, awareness, our consciousness. These chakras are really activating in many people. You had to go to prison because of these corrupt people. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm so sorry you had to endure that. Let's get a message about that. Let's just see what lessons were learned, or if there's anything you need to know about that. Yes, me and my neck pain. It hasn't even been so much the neck, where, right here. This is where I've been having it. So this, whatever this kind of muscly thing is, and underneath that. But it's been right in the middle, that zeal chakra point. And I keep getting in meditation that, I'm experiencing those physical pains, but it's got a spiritual basis, or spiritual, undercurrent to it. Maybe it's not all just spiritual, but man, it's intense. It's a lot. I have a dull headache even just right now. It just will not leave me alone. All right. So any word of advice for Lori about this corruption? And you don't use your real name on here. I thought that's what it was. The chakras. Yes. Okay. Anything else Lori needs to know? Eyes acting funny and blurry. Yeah. It's almost like you're gaining new conscious clarity about the world, about your place in the world, what you are, who you are on a soul level. And our eyes will start kind of coming in and out of focus as well. Maybe our eyesight gets a little worse for a while. Maybe it'll start getting better. It's kind of almost like recalibrating itself. Okay, but words of advice you have. Leadership, absolutely. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing with that self-reliance and leadership. Look, 2 leadership cards right there. That's amazing. But yes, you are called to be a messenger. Archangel Gabriel is that messenger energy from source, and even wear glasses. Yeah. Okay, so they're just showing me now too, Lori. One good thing you can do is take the glasses off, take the contacts off, even if you can't see like around your home. Of course, not while you're driving or anything, but while you're at home, allow yourself to just see as is, without glasses, without corrective lenses of any sort. Just allow your, eyes, your vision to focus and calibrate to what is. Do that for like at least an hour a day. Is that what they're showing me? And that might help. Because a lot of times when we have corrective lenses, even if they're our exact prescription, if our eyes are doing something weird that day, our exact prescription might be off because our eyes are doing something weird. Maybe Dr. Lupo has some actual like doctorly advice for that, but that's just what Spirit showed me to do. To just allow your eyes to rest and do whatever it is they're gonna do. Maybe you're not up doing a bunch of things if you're nearsighted like I am. Me to have to do anything in my home, like even just washing dishes, I'm nearsighted, so that would be very difficult for me. But even if you're just laying in bed or watching TV, if you can still see it from where you're at, that might help. Or just going on a walk in your backyard or something. I can see anything without them, and went to the doctor a month ago. Okay, wow. But here too, they're saying outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So getting out in nature, grounding, if you can go barefooted or barefoot, barefooted is not a word, barefoot, that's going to help a lot. That's really going to help ground you to nature, help you recalibrate. I mean, I just keep hearing the word with you, Lori, recalibrate. You're recalibrating. With these ascension symptoms that a lot of us are getting, it is like a recalibration because we're taking our bodies with us. We're taking our bodies with us on this ascension journey. Many spiritual folks are saying everything is blurry the last few months. Stars are blurry, writing and all lights have big halos. Absolutely they do. I have been experiencing that as well. Of course, with the migraines, with the headaches. So much going on in that regard. I did that last night and doing it now. That's awesome. Keep going. Trust your intuition because your body is going to know what to do naturally. So just doing what you need. Yeah, I think it's an ascension symptom as well, Lori. But you also got the counselor card. You pair that up with leadership. You are meant to be speaking and helping others through your past experiences and what you know to be true. So counselor, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Absolutely they do. You are somebody who is meant to lead other people. And it's not like, like a big ego trip or anything like that. This is you leading people from your heart, from your soul, to a better way of being and operating on this planet. And calling out the BS or the lies or the corruption that you see and know to be true, because you're going to find along your journey and along your way, other people have been victimized by, people or systems of power as well, that, you guys can almost band together and create a movement against or for what you want and against the corruption. Okay, so let's get some more guidance. Maybe some self-care oracles for Lori. Anything she can do to help with this head pain and just any other body pain or ascension symptoms she is experiencing. We've got here clean your space. So with the number 9, it's funny, I was talking about like washing dishes. Maybe just clearing the clutter from your space will help clear the clutter from your mind. All of that. No ego. I'm not like that. Only truthful. Yes. And that's totally the vibe I get from you. You're not trying to be a leader to be like, hey, everyone, look at me on my pedestal. That's so not what you're doing. You're doing this from a place of, I just want to bring everyone up with me. Like, I want everyone to be on a higher vibration, on a higher level. Right? As I said that, it's 1244. So the number 44 is that master number of support from your guides, from the other side. You don't have to do it alone. I'm seeing this big army of guides behind you. Like, they have your back, like just like on this card here. There's only one with their hands on the shoulders, but I see like an army, like a V-shaped army going out behind you and just like into infinity. Like you've got so much support behind what you're trying to do. Wow, major crown tingles now. It's on for sure. But cleaning your aura, cleaning your energetic field, not hanging out in the energy of people who are just trying to keep you down or upset or in their drama. Just kind of retreating for a while, cleaning your space, cleaning your aura, cleaning your mind, whatever it is you need to do to just unplug, unwind, that's going to help you, because you are at the end of one cycle, about ready to go into a new cycle that you're going to feel a lot more, not my karmic husband. Oh yeah, that's difficult. When you live with someone you just get away from, that makes things even more difficult. But just doing what you can to clean your own energetic field. Maybe you have to operate a lot throughout the day where you are, they're showing me like walking around your own home in some sort of energetic white light bubble, that just that negativity will just kind of hit against that bubble and bounce right back. And that they're showing me that might trigger him even more, but it's going to force him almost to face his own stuff rather than just you taking it on and absorbing it as that empath that I feel you are. On the back of the deck, you have soak in a bath. So I don't know. This is all about cleansing. Both of these cards are about cleansing. So I don't know if you have a bathtub or can get out and swim somewhere, some way. But remember, the end of one cycle, that adds up to a 10 at the end of one cycle going into another. You're cleansing yourself and ridding yourself of something from the past that's no longer serving your vibration, this new higher vibration. And that might be some of that ascension symptoms you're getting, is this resistance from where you've been into where you're at and where you're going. Because the vibration, it's almost like trying to listen to two radio stations at once. You can't do it. You got to pick one or the other, or you're just going to be in the middle with all this noise, and it does create a headache. That's what they're showing me. It's like you've leveled up from 92.1 to 92.3 or something like that, or 92.7. And you're kind of still stuck in the middle, not stuck, but energetically you're trying to exist between the two, and you're hearing vestiges of what was going on here, and you're trying to hear what's going on up here, and it's just too muddled. They're wanting you to just take that leap and step up and not allow like negative vibrations of other people to keep holding you down. That's what they're showing me. I hope that made sense. It makes total sense with what they're showing me in my head. I'm just not sure I'm articulating that very well. But soaking in a bath will help. Yes, I've been doing that. And crystals, I think that's why he's sick. Yeah, because you're forcing him to take on his own ish. You can't, especially when you're an empath, whether the other person is an empath, a narcissist, just somewhere kind of neutral between the two. A lot of times as an empath, even without you knowing it, you take on other people's BS. And without them knowing it, they shove their BS onto you. It's a subconscious thing. It isn't always something they're purposely doing. And 90% of the time, they're not purposely trying to give you all their stuff. Because a lot of people don't understand they can even do that. But they do that without even knowing they do it. And you as that empath, you just absorb it. Rather than letting it, a lot of empaths eventually learn to let that energy flow through them and kind of transmute it back down into the earth. Or that's why getting out in nature, that outdoors card, I think is very important for you. You can transmute that energy by holding a tree and envisioning all the energy that's not serving you, all the energy that's not yours, that collective energy, the energy from the husband that's not yours. Imagine that. My palms are just tingling just thinking about this, but just touching a tree trunk or the grass, the earth, with your feet or your hands, either one will work. But they're showing me, especially if you can stand barefoot on the ground and touch a tree and just envision all this negativity coming out. And don't think you're going to harm the tree, because just like the tree gives off the oxygen and then uses our carbon dioxide, it's a great exchange. The tree can utilize that negative energy. There you go. Just tree hugging. You're already doing these things, Lori. You're already on the path of knowing what to do for yourself, and you've been doing it. Yeah, it is very key. Like Ethan says, the outdoors, nature is key. And now my right ear is really hot. It feels like they say when your ears are hot, someone's talking about you. So it's almost like you've got spirit's attention. Like all eyes are on you, Lori, to do this thing, go on this journey and create this thing, this movement almost, with that leadership card there. You're creating a movement for the corruption to be ending on this planet. Of course, it may not end in our lifetimes. We don't know that, but we can start. We can start the movement. We can start the ball rolling, and that's what you're doing. Let's get one more word of advice. And yes, guys, I did make Lori's reading a lot longer. She gave me a very generous donation, so I feel like I want to do this. Look at this. coming full circle back to the Crystal Angels deck that we started with about the tiger's eye. I think that tiger's eye is going to be really a key crystal for you. Also, emerald would be a good one as well. But connecting with crystals, that number 11, maybe you're seeing a lot of 11s or 1111, but connecting with crystals is going to be key for you, especially to help you with your energy. Dr. Lupo might be able to let you know some crystals that are good for grounding and good for repelling other people's ish back to them. Black tourmaline is a good one, obsidian, but of course be careful. That one can be intense because that'll bring up all your ish as well. You know what I mean. But I think you already know what to do. Connecting with crystals in your specific way is going to be really important and beneficial for you and others around you. Can't thank you enough, and I didn't really want to put my personal business out there for everyone, but I'm glad. I'm so glad and thankful. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, it's hard to sometimes put our business out there, but you never know who's going to actually resonate with what you've said and actually gain clarity and insight from your question. A lot of times, as empaths, we kind of have similar problems or issues with other people in our lives, and just letting someone know, hey, I'm not the only one going through this. This is crazy. Yeah, fire agate is great for bouncing it back to its source. That's great insight there, Dr. Lupo. Thank you so much. Wow, my crown chakra is all sorts of tingling now. We've got a donation coming in from Cheyenne Downey. Thank you so much. Yeah, so let's see. I think that's probably going to be our last or one of our very last readings for the day, because I am at the end of my little, coming to the end of the 1 hour live. But if you want a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation. Otherwise, you can take your chances in the free question mosh pit that I have on my Saturday show. So if you're not yet subscribed, you can subscribe and click the notification bell, and every Saturday, or most Saturdays if I'm not going through something, I will do where I do 2 donation questions and then what I call the free question mosh pit, where you can take your chances to get yourself a free reading. My guides will help me intuitively select one of the questions each round that we do that. But we have normally anywhere from 5 to 10 chances on Saturday's show to get a free question out there and answered for you guys. All right, so your gut told you to unexpectedly. I love when spirit works that way, because it's sometimes we don't know we need to know something until spirit lets us know we need to know it. Oh, you're so welcome, Lori. And thanks again for your very generous donation. As you know, it's going to be very helpful to help my mom and getting her furniture and her appliances and getting her in her home. Oh, and Dr. Lupo will be live today at 4:30 Eastern time. So if you haven't checked out Dr. Taryn P. Lupo's channel, I don't know if he has the way to link that. If not, I can get a link real quick. That show is going to be going on at 4:30 Eastern, and it's such a cool thing. If you guys haven't checked out his show, or you've been there and haven't gotten a reading, oh man, you will not be afraid, or you will not be you will not be disappointed. Even if the reading you get doesn't have to do with your question, which sometimes it doesn't, you will get what you need. And a lot of times it's just like, holy smokes, how did those crystals know what I needed? And it's beautiful. So you guys will have to check that out. I love getting readings over there. I try not to do it too often, because if I get too many readings, then of course the information is just in there, jumble it around. But if I do a reading maybe like once every 2-3 weeks to a month, then I have time to process what I learned and really feel into that. But yeah, when I get those readings from him, it's very powerful, and I heed the advice because it is spot on. So spot on. Yes, you will be there. Oh, let me put a link. I don't know that Dr. Lupo has a link, but I have a link to his channel. So let me post that for you. 4:30 Eastern time, which would be 2:30 Mountain time, 1:30 Pacific time, and 3:30 Central time. I know my U.S. time zones. I do not know anything beyond that. All right. So for Cheyenne Downey, anything, please may I ask Spirit what is coming toward me in April? Ooh, 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 let's find out. Ooh, we are going to the Oracle of Seven Energies to get us started for Cheyenne's question. And I'm really hoping something comes out that you just needed to know. Because when we get these inklings, like I should just donate real quick and get a question, like there's something usually Spirit really needs you to know. But we got here body and soul. So there are changes going on in the way you are nourishing your body, the way you are showing up in the world, the way you're dressing, the way you're relaxing, the way you're eating, all the things that have to do with your body. There's some changes in your routine that you are making in your life this April, and also with your soul, with your spiritual practice. Maybe getting more of they're showing me like more of your gifts coming online, like they're offering them on a silver platter, like your higher self is ready for you to accept more of who you are on that soul level. So let's just get into that spiritual stuff, because a lot of times the body stuff seems to be pretty self-explanatory, or we kind of know the things we should be doing with our body, but we don't always do them. But the spiritual things, sometimes we can get lost or muddled. Like, I don't even know what to do outside of meditating and getting out in nature. And sometimes that's all you have to do. And these things just kind of light up and come online all on their own. Let's just see if there's any advice, what you can do for your spiritual practice, for your spirituality. We've got here victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So anything you've been worried about, praying about, wishing to have happen in your life, you're going to get a victory. And I think for you, Cheyenne, this does have to do very heavily with your spiritual gifts, with just feeling more connected to someone on the other side even. You're going to get that. What else for Cheyenne? Anything else? Whoa, well, there's a lot. They got a lot to say, so we're just going to get into it. Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So there could be, I don't know if you're married or with someone or hoping to someday be with someone, however it resonates. But Spirit wants to help you with a beloved relationship, someone you hold near and dear to your heart. Doesn't always have to be a romantic partner, can be though. Also, there's a brilliant idea they want to have come through to you with Archangel Uriel there. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. And pairing that up with victory, whatever intuitive hits you're getting for ideas, these are divinely guided, divinely inspired. And no doubt, because you also have that clairvoyance card, Archangel Raziel, it says, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So your clairvoyance is going to be really on point. Maybe you are seeing things in your mind's eye that you just couldn't dream possible. Maybe you're having a lot of prophetic dreams or really lucid dreams. Maybe you're astral traveling, however it resonates for you. But you also have life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And you bring it back to where we started with that mind, body, and soul card here. Big changes coming in the way that you show up in the world and the way that your soul is expressed through your physical vessel, because you're doing a life review. This is that 5 energy. You're really examining where you've been, where you're at, and where you want to be able to make any necessary changes in your mind, body, and soul that can really help you lead to this victory, to bringing more of your gifts online, to the good ideas and these really divinely inspired ideas that are coming, and also to any people who are close, near, and dear to you. This is just going to strengthen those connections in April. So you're working hard. You're doing a lot of things to really level yourself up, Cheyenne, and it's beautiful. On the back of the deck, you had the royal you. You're just stepping more into that spiritual side. We've got a 16, which adds up to a 7. Very introspective, very spiritual number. So you are doing that life review, that introspection to really gain clarity on who you are, what it is you're here to do, and then you're going to start doing a lot of things in the direction of your dreams, because you're getting these beautiful, divinely guided ideas, and your clairvoyance is on and popping. I love that, Cheyenne. Thanks again for your donation, and I hope you got a beautiful message that you needed to hear from your spirit team. All right. Oh, thanks for the subscription. How are you? All right. So, you guys, I keep telling Vicky something is happening. I keep eating healthy foods more than usual, avocados and stuff, that I crave yoga, meditation, running, want to balance more. Yeah. So this is already this is saying you're already on the path. Just keep doing what you've been doing, and you're going to really start seeing results that's all going to pay off for you in such a beautiful way this April and going into May and June and July. It's just going to keep going. You're gaining momentum is really what I see. So I hope that resonated for you. And we are at the 59-minute mark of my 1 hour live. And that's all the donations we have. No, we have one from Sulab. And I can't remember. Is that RM? Is that RM here? Let me know. You donated for a 1-card reading, so let me see if you're here. Whoever Sulab was that donated, we will get into that question. And then before we all go, I want to get 1 or 2 cards as a collective reading for all of us that you can apply to any questions that you had that you wanted answered today. If you guys were here looking for a free question, I run out of time, but I think the collective reading will maybe help answer your question. If it doesn't, you can always come back to my live streams that I do on Saturday, where I do 2 donation questions and then a free question, and then 2 donation questions and then a free question. We may do a free question mosh pit Wednesday. I'm also live on Wednesday. We might do that then. But I really do got to go. I have a meeting with Czar for our writing shenanigans. But Sulab, are you here? Let us know. It's someone who has donated to me before. I remember the name. I think it's RM, but I could be wrong. RM, are you here? Otherwise, I think while we're waiting for RM or Sulab to let us know who they are and what they wanted a message from a passed away loved one. But I think in the meantime, we're going to get into the collective reading for all of us. So if you had a question you wanted answered, maybe this message can apply to what you were wanting to know. So let's get into the Angels and Ancestors Oracle to get some guidance or advice. It's what we need to know right now as a collective. All right, mountains, stand your ground. So some of you may need to be speaking your truth or standing up for what you know is right. And that might put some people in your life off a little bit, especially if they do not agree with you and what you're doing. But stand your ground. You know what's best for you and what's going on with you. There are free questions there will be free questions for sure that I can answer for you on Saturday. That's my mostly free question day. Normally how I run my Sunday show is we will go until the donations run out or the 1 hour mark. If we run out of donations, say around the 30-minute mark, then I will spend about the next 30 minutes doing free questions. But because we had so many donations today, I just don't have time to do free questions. But I will be doing your guaranteed free question mosh pit on Saturday. So I hope that answered your question, H&M. So if you subscribe and hit the notification, you can always see when I'm live. Yes, message from passed away loved one. Okay, so for our collective, and then we'll get into your question, RM. Retreat and recharge. So standing your ground with certain people, that might look like you putting up some boundaries that you need to just kind of take a break from a relationship, take a break from a job, take a break from life for a few days, a few weeks maybe, and just retreat and recharge. This is that hermit energy, very spiritual, introspective kind of energy here. So maybe you are coming to a realization that you need stronger boundaries with certain people in your life, certain situations, maybe certain TV shows that you've been watching that just don't make you feel good. Maybe you're putting up boundaries with your own Netflix account. Who knows? This can resonate differently for each of you. But I hope that gave you guys a little bit of clarity and guidance on whatever it was that you needed to know today. Yeah, RM might be a little behind, but we will get the question answered for RM. We will pull 1 card for a message from Spirit for RM. All right, anything RM needs to know from Spirit? Any loved ones that want to bring a message through for RM? Any passed away loved ones want to communicate something? Here we are, a child's love. Wow, so I don't know if you've lost a parent or a child. This can pertain either way or just be about ancestors or a grandmother, something like that. But a child's love, the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the bigger part of our hearts. So you may be getting coins, hearing song lyrics, seeing butterflies or birds, feathers, pennies, just all sorts of, maybe even a rainbow, getting getting these signs from Spirit. Spirit is sending you signs, and not just one or two, but many different signs, RM. Many different signs are coming your way from someone who's crossed over that meant a lot to you. Maybe someone you lost when you were a child that was older than you, or this could be a parent or a grandparent, someone who you felt very taken care of in their charge is really what I'm seeing. But I hope that resonated. They just want you to know they love you. They will always love you. That link between the two of you will never be broken. And this could even be, I'm seeing at least three or four spirit people from, crossed over loved ones of yours that are stepping forward. Like, let her know that we are never far away. So there are quite a few that want to step forward and let you know they love you. You have that connection. You can talk to them, and they are with you. They're sending you signs. They love you. And music. I just heard like a little tune in my head. So maybe listening to music that this person liked, or maybe they're sending you messages through song lyrics. All of this comes into play. So I hope that resonated for you, RM. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the 1 hour. It's now 1 hour and 5 minutes long. But I hope that the messages you received today were up to your standards and your liking, and they resonated for you. I will be doing more free readings on Saturday, so mark your calendars, hit your notification bells. But if you would like to see me before then on my main channel, which is linked in the description, I think it's one of the first things I have linked there. That's my main channel where I've got almost 9,000 subscribers, and I will have a pick a card going live over there tomorrow to let you know what you can expect over the next 7 days. That will be live on Monday, and then I'll have another pick a card going live on Thursday. And Wednesday night here on this channel, I will be live at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and it'll probably be a 1 to 2 hour show depending on how many donations come in, but I always give the donations priority on that show as well. Saturday is where it's at if you want to get in on the free questions. So Saturday is where I will be doing guaranteed free questions. You may not get your question answered guaranteed, but I will be hosting what I call the free question mosh pit, where you can ask a free question, and then from the list of free questions people are asking, my guides help me intuitively select one of your questions. But for a guaranteed reading, you can always send a donation to get your question answered guaranteed. And as a result, that donation you give will go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. So every little bit that we have saved between all the lives that I've done has added up to a little over $5,000 now, and we've actually been able to purchase some stuff for her new home that is still yet to be built. We're not sure if it's going to be built this year or not, but we're waiting and hoping and just letting divine timing come into play. So I love you guys, and I will catch you later. So thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And don't forget to check out Dr. Lupo's live stream here at this link at 4:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 Mountain Time today. All right, you guys, thanks again, and I will see you later. Bye.